Hello YouTube, it's Amanda Lee. Today I'm going to be sharing something that has positively changed my life. It's a mindset shift almost that has really helped me normalize having insecurities without taking on the burden of calling myself an insecure person. So if that is something that you feel like you could benefit from hearing and listening to, sit back, grab yourself something to sip on. Today I'm sipping on a tea with honey. You can sip on some water, whatever your heart desires. Make sure you click the like and subscribe buttons down below, and let's dive in to today's video. See a chug, take a chug. Cheers. So this is going to be a continuation of the series of videos I've been posting more recently of myself being more vulnerable with you guys and sharing my own experiences, hoping that somebody out there can not only relate, but maybe benefit from hearing how I have taken something positive from feeling insecure. So today I'm going to be sharing the fact that yes, I, Amanda Lee, have insecurities. I said it out loud. I have insecurities, just like you, just like your mom, just like your dad, just like your grandma. I have insecurities. Can you tell it feels good to say that? Which is odd. It sounds odd, but I feel good saying I have insecurities because so many of us, I feel, have fallen into the idea that us having insecurities means we are insecure, and that is not true. That is just not true. And I think it feels so good to identify and say I have insecurities because it's making a clear line between having insecurities and being insecure. Let me be very clear. You have fingernails. Ooh, I have fingernails. You are not fingernails. You have fat. You have fat on your body. No matter who you are, we have fat on our body. We are not fat. Does that make sense? We are not defined by these things. These things are not scary terms. They're not, and don't have to be these bad, heavy terms. We can have things and experience these things as human beings, and that does not define us as humans, and it doesn't define our human experience. We have insecurities, but we are not insecure. And the way that this is a bit more vulnerable is the example I have to use that really made me realize this was my relationship right now. I am in the healthiest relationship that it's my first relationship, but I waited for this man. I'm telling you guys, I waited for this man. And there was a point where I was away doing something. I was busy for the week, and I had gotten a phone call from him, and something had happened, and he had said, and we've both identified our roles in this, okay? But he had said in that moment, we were a bit frustrated with each other, I feel like you're very insecure. Now, yes, this hurt. This hurt a lot. And honestly, I'm proud of myself because through that hurt, I told him, it was almost as if I was saying it at first to say, okay, well, you can't just say that to me. And then it turned into oh wow, what did I just say? I said to him, I am a person who has insecurities. And I said, I have shown you these times, and you are one of the closest people to me, right? My boyfriend, your significant other, is going to be the closest person to you. So they're going to see these highs and these lows. And I told him then and there, I said, you have got to be able to see me as a person who experiences insecurity without labeling me as insecure for the rest of our time together. Because something I say to him all the time is we've got a good 60 to 70 to 80 years to go. So it's way too early for us to say that we're one way or say that we're another. We have got to be lenient with each other in our own spiritual journeys and our own personal growth and personal development journeys. So that is a conversation that once I said that out loud, I had to take a step back and realize, because honestly, some of the things that I was saying to him in that moment were out of my own insecurity. And because I can acknowledge that, I can identify that that was a moment where I was experiencing that insecurity. And it is never our significant other's responsibility to ease our insecurity. Now, this is very different and almost non-applicable if you have infidelity in a relationship, if there is something that has caused a breach of trust, I don't have experience with that, and I cannot talk about that because that is very, very different and is something that's very individual to the circumstance. But the example I'm discussing is, generally speaking, in a healthy relationship where two people are just communicating and trying to become the best versions of themselves, he identified in that moment, oh, okay, well, that's not productive. She's right for me to just label her as insecure because he doesn't want me to be insecure, just like I don't want to feel insecure. If we apply that label, that is going to be something that can further the idea that we have insecurities, and that can cause more insecurity. I hope this is all making sense. I'm sure it is. I said in the last video that I'm working on not doubting myself and understanding that the audience that is meant to understand and the people here on YouTube that are meant to hear this are going to be here. So if you're here, again, don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments that this is kind of resonating with you. So after that conversation, I called him back. We didn't hang up the phone upset with each other. We still talked after that, but I had things to do. So later in the day, after even thinking more and just going through my own life experiences as an individual, I called him that night and I said, hey, I've been really thinking about what I said earlier, which to him was a funny way to open the conversation. It wasn't, I've been thinking about what you said. It was, I've been thinking about what I said earlier. And I talked more on what I had just learned, because this man, not only is he my boyfriend and I feel the love of my life, he is my best friend. I can talk to him about everything. So it felt like I had this conversation with my boyfriend earlier, and now I want to talk to my best friend about how I feel like I could be better in my relationship. And I think that that's just such an awesome dynamic to have. I love my man so much. I'm not going to gush about him too much, but I will say it takes two to make sure and reinforce the idea that we are humans that experience insecurity. We are not insecure humans. And if you feel that you've experienced so much insecurity, whether it's caused by your own self-doubt or it's caused by these external breaches of trust or any external factors at all that have really conditioned you to be used to this state of insecurity, no, it does not have to continue to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. And you can not hold yourself in this idea that you are insecurity. That is way too heavy of a concept to hold on your own shoulders. You deserve to know that you can experience insecurity as something to move through. Yes, it will happen again. No, it's not something to be hard on yourself for. And yes, you can find comfort in the idea that it's going to come again. I hope that that's not coming off as, oh, you'll never find a point where you're not insecure. As I started this video saying, I, Amanda Lee, have insecurities. I experience insecurities. And I'm 22 years old. I'm going to experience insecurities as I grow and as I become more of an adult. So I want you guys to know that if you take anything from this video, insecurity is an experience. It does not define you as a whole. You are more than these moments and these lapses of insecurity. You are entitled, genuinely. The human experience gives you the entitlement to feel insecure in these small bouts, but you don't have to grab onto it and identify with it. That does not have to be you. It can be something on the conveyor belt of human emotions that continues to go by. And it's as simple as that. So I'm not going to dive too much further into it. Thank you all for being here. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you made it to the end of the video. See a chug, take a chug. Cheers. And until the next video. Bye guys. Love ya.